the thing I enjoyed most about being a staff rep was negotiating collective agreements. But I always heard from all and sundry that if your employer was some public employer, that it was just a breeze, that they would just give you whatever you asked for, and they're handing out money left and right and anything else. And I used to think, well, that's so ridiculous, because they were tough. They didn't want to give you anything. All they wanted to do was take anything that you did have away. And most often, it took some pretty tough bargaining to accomplish anything with any public employer. And every once in a while, somebody had to go on strike just to kind of pull them in a bit. And you have to understand that most of AUPE's bargaining units, and there were quite a few of them, most of them really were prohibited under the Public Service Employee Relations Act from going on strike. And they used to say, oh, but you can go to arbitration. But in the same act, they had a great list of almost everything you might want to talk about that you couldn't take to arbitration. So really, if you went to arbitration, the only thing you could talk about almost was money. So if you couldn't get an agreement with the employer on anything else, it just disappeared because you couldn't take it to arbitration. So it was a very difficult situation. And the employer, of course, is well aware of everything that's in the act, seeing as how they were responsible for putting it there. And they would just play on that. That, hey, if you don't agree with what we say, then you're going to lose anything that you do have there. So it was a tough situation. So we did make gains over the years. Most often, I believe it was because somebody would get fed up and give them a little strike. And that happened in 1980. It happened in 86, correct? And several other times. Sometimes they didn't last too long because the employer said, oh, okay. Other times they went on for quite a while, and the employer used all the laws to put the hammer to people.